Hello and welcome to English Fluent. This channel helps you learn English in a calm, simple, and natural way. I'm Alex, and today we are going to learn English through a story. Stories are one of the best ways to improve listening, vocabulary, and speaking. You will hear a short and easy version of a famous adventure story. The language is simple. The sentences are clear, perfect for English learners. Listen carefully. Enjoy the story. You can repeat sentences later if you like. Let's begin. A long time ago, in a small village near the ocean, there was a quiet inn. The inn stood close to the sea, and travelers sometimes stopped there to rest. A young boy named Jim lived at the inn with his family. His life was simple and peaceful. Most days were the same, and nothing exciting ever happened. One day, a strange old sailor arrived at the inn. He was tall and strong, but his clothes were old and worn. There was a deep mark on his face, and his eyes looked worried. The sailor did not talk much. Every morning, he walked up a nearby hill and looked out at the sea. He acted as if he was waiting for someone. At night, he drank rum and sang loud sea songs. Some guests felt uncomfortable and afraid. The sailor's name was Billy. He asked Jim to watch the road and warn him if a strange sailor appeared. In return, Billy paid Jim a silver coin every month. Jim did not understand why Billy was afraid, but he knew the sailor was hiding from danger. One afternoon, another strange visitor arrived. This man was blind and walked with a stick. His voice was cold and frightening. He gave Billy a small mark, a sign of danger among pirates. Billy became very pale. Soon after, he fell to the ground and died. Jim and his mother later opened Billy's small box to collect the money he owed. Inside, they found coins from many lands. They also found something very important. It was a map. The map showed the location of a hidden treasure. Long ago, a famous pirate had buried gold on a distant island. Jim took the map to two trusted men in the village. One was a kind doctor. The other was a rich landowner who loved adventure. They decided to search for the treasure together. Soon, they prepared a strong ship for a long journey across the sea. They hired a strict but honest captain to lead the voyage. Jim was allowed to join the trip as a helper on the ship. He was excited and proud. This was his first great adventure. On the ship, Jim met many sailors. One man stood out more than the others. His name was Long John Silver. Silver had only one leg and walked with a wooden stick. But he moved quickly and spoke kindly. He told funny stories and made people laugh. He even had a colorful bird that repeated the same words again and again. At first, Jim trusted Silver. Everyone did. But one night, Jim overheard something shocking. While hiding quietly, Jim heard Silver talking to other sailors. He learned that many of the men were secret pirates. They planned to wait until the treasure was found. Then they would take control of the ship. Jim was scared, but he stayed calm. Later, he warned the captain and the honest crew members. Now they knew the truth. Danger was everywhere. After many days on the ocean, the ship reached the island. It was green, wild, and silent. The crew went ashore. Jim explored the forest and met a strange man living alone. This man had once been a pirate. His old crew had left him behind years ago. He survived by eating fruit and animals. The man shared an important secret. He had already found the treasure and moved it to a safe place. He promised to help Jim if he could return home. Meanwhile, the pirates tried to take full control. The honest men moved into an old wooden building on the island to protect themselves. Fighting soon began. Shots were fired. Voices shouted. The loyal crew defended themselves bravely. Jim made a bold decision. He quietly took a small boat and returned to the ship alone. After a dangerous struggle, he gained control of the ship and moved it away from the pirates. When Jim returned, his friends were amazed. Together, they continued the fight. The pirates finally followed the map to find the treasure. But when they arrived, the ground was empty. The treasure was gone. They had been tricked. The hidden treasure was safely stored elsewhere. Gold, silver, and jewels filled the cave. The good men had won. Some pirates ran away. Others disappeared forever. One night, Long John Silver quietly escaped with a small bag of gold. No one ever saw him again. The ship sailed home. Jim returned richer, but also wiser. He had faced fear. He had seen danger and betrayal. He had learned the true meaning of courage and friendship. He was no longer a child. He had grown through experience. And this is why stories are powerful. They teach us language. They teach us life. Thank you for listening to English Fluent. Keep learning, keep listening, and keep believing in yourself. Thank you so much for listening. Please subscribe to the channel to support us. And if you would like more English learning stories like this, leave a comment below. We'd love to hear from you.